Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Barb Meets World, and we are back to discuss Beyond the Gates episodes 16 through 18, y'all. I know I'm a little tardy with it, but nonetheless, we are here. And before we get into it, y'all already know I need you to do a couple things for me, which include liking the video, because liking the video helps me and my channel in terms of the algorithm, helps me attract new subscribers such as yourself. If you are not a current subscriber, I don't know exactly what you are waiting for, but we've gone ahead, hit the subscription button, become a Barb's Babe. I would love to have you. Also, I would love to know your thoughts on these episodes as well as my commentary in the comment section below. Make sure your notification bell is on and make sure you share me with all of your folks. Okay, and here we are. Hey y'all, what's going on? Going to the gym after this as usual, so don't even come for my appearance right now. Nonetheless, we had just 3 episodes out of the usual 5 for last week because of March Madness. And I can also say that these episodes, they were cute or whatever, but if I had to choose like what week's episodes I was the most underwhelmed by, it would definitely be these. They weren't like horrible by any means, but nothing happened that was just so monumental and groundbreaking, at least to moi. So again, yeah, nonetheless, let's get right into it. This is going to be not super long because, like I said, I don't really have too much to say about these episodes, honestly. So episode 16, Andre attempts to kiss Ashley at the hospital, but she rebuffs him, reminding him of her commitment to her boyfriend, Derek. Derek, recovering from his injuries, is discharged, and Ashley insists he stay at her apartment for proper care. Meanwhile, Nicole seeks Eva's assistance in locating Sherry Carter, a server fired from her gala, expressing concern for her well-being. At the Richardson residence, Andre confides in Nicole about his feelings for Ashley, and she advises him against pursuing her. Elsewhere, Danny wakes up after a night of drinking and, with Pamela's help, attempts to cover up the damage she caused at Bill and Haley's house. Upon their return, Haley confronts Danny about the intrusion, leading to a heated exchange. Later, Danny invites Andre over and they find comfort in each other's company. Okay, so again, a couple of things happened, but nothing that was just so groundbreaking that I am over here on the edge of my seat, per se. So, again, Andre, he tried to kiss Ashley at the hospital. It was kind of awkward for me, but honestly, I thought that she was going to give into it. Lo and behold, she doesn't. But at the same time, neither of them can stop thinking about one another. I feel like something is definitely going to happen soon, although this is one of the storylines that I don't really care too much about. I can say that something's going to occur, and when it does, I wonder how Derek is going to respond. I wonder like what's going to come of it. I wonder if it's going to create complications between like, is Andre going to be in this like love triangle between him, Danny, and Ashley? Like, I don't know. Jury's still out on that entire situation, but we already know that Derek is kind of on to, or I want to say on, but he's kind of seeing as though something might be occurring. He's skeptical. He's like, got his antennas up, like, what's going on here? He peeped something. And I guess I didn't catch on to this earlier, but Andre and Ashley actually knew each other since before this whole thing jumped off. They've known each other a long time. I don't know. Again, I just, that was news to me. Somehow I must have missed that. What else? Ashley, she wanted to care for Derek. She didn't want him to go home and allow his roommates to look after him because she didn't trust that. Okay, I guess that's cute enough. I feel like she's trying to lay it on thicker now with Derek than what we've seen before, because haven't they not even like been like intimate or anything like that, right? If I'm not mistaken. So I feel like now she's trying to rid herself of the guilt that she feels from the feelings she probably feels about Andre by laying it on thicker with Derek. That never works, mama. That never works. Nicole asking Eva to help find Sherry. Girl, if you only knew, you were totally barking up the wrong tree. And Ted actually, he was there and he caught wind of what Nicole was trying to do, and he discourages her from wanting to do that, and actually winds up telling Eva, like, yeah, don't pursue that, don't go looking for her, whatever. I really need that to come to light this week. I need us I really need true motives to be revealed. We know that by episode 18, yes, that Eva is helping coordinate this trip or this party, I should say, is anniversary party for Ted and Nicole. And I guess that's where it's going to hit the fan, I guess. But I'm going to need them to pick up the pace on that one, because that is just too good for me. It's just too good. I need it to come to light. And I want to feel bad for Nicole, though, because a lot of us do really like Nicole, and she seems like to be one of the people that have their head on straight amongst, the Dannys and the other, characters that we have on the show. So I'm gonna feel bad if she's hurt by this, but at the same time, I need it to come to light. I do. Andre confessed to Nicole that he tried to kiss Ashley, and she tells him, that's not a good idea, don't pursue that, etc. And it just seems like she's just viewed as the voice of reason. She's viewed as somebody who can provide valuable like insights and stuff like that, and a good perspective and all those things, which, I mean, obviously based on her career choice kind of makes sense. So I wasn't surprised that Andre went to him or went to her versus his uncle or anybody like that. And I mean, what she's saying is true. Like, it's probably not what you should be doing, but we already know this whole soap operas are built upon endless amounts of drama. So we already know that that's not going to be the case. It's probably going to end up them just having this. It's probably just going to, the sexual tension and everything is probably going to be so overwhelming that it's just going to, y'all mark my words. It's probably going to be some super steamy, hot, like steam situation where they're like ripping each other's clothes off, and y'all know the whole thing. I can already see it happening. What else happened? Danny, she woke up with her hangover. I honestly thought that Bill and Haley were going to walk in and see her laid out on their couch, passed out or whatever, with the whole area in shambles. I really thought that was going to happen, but it didn't. I was quite shocked. I was quite shocked by it. But even though they didn't catch her in the act, Haley was on to it. She saw the damage. She saw the picture with the scratch and the wine bottle not having the inscription on it and everything like that. She instantly clued in on it. And I mean, it's their fault. It's you blame your husband for not changing the codes and everything and whatever, and blame that security guard that I said last week needs to get fired, because that was a entire breach of security. I would have had his ass. I would have. Although I'm not, obviously I say that with you guys knowing I'm not on Bill and Haley's side. I'm just thinking like objectively in the situation. Just saying. I was instantly trying to figure out like what is going on with Martin and Smitty's kids. I want to know about that as well, because their daughter tried to act. She tried to, it was more so the son, but the daughter, she tried to cover up for her brother and everything like that, but they're still not completely buying it. I wonder what's up with that. That's something else I'm super interested in finding out. 2 years into this thing that we're doing. Oh yeah, Ashley, she said, she described what's going on between her and Derek as being 2 years into this thing that we're doing. I was like, I don't know, their whole relationship is just weird to me. Like I said before, if you would have described it as this thing that we're doing, then that tells me that really you don't owe him any, you don't owe Derek any loyalty then. If it's just a thing you're doing, like, you might as well just go over there with Andre if that's the case. She's weird. The whole thing is just weird to me. And by the end of this episode, I was like, oh, so like I said last week, Haley's finally ready to boss up on Danny. Okay, go off, sis. Do you? Like I said, I'm still not on their side, but I was wondering what it was going to take for her to finally say, like, enough is enough and put her foot down. And we saw that by the end of these episodes. And Bill is vowing that Danny won't bother them again. He'll bring the whole town down to their knees, whatever. Like, nobody cares about you, Bill. Y'all decided to move back into that lady stomping ground, and this is just the way that the cookie's crumbling. Oh, well. Although I don't endorse the way Danny's going about it, at the end of the day, there wouldn't even be the possibility of her coming into your home, pulling all these antics and stuff like that, had you not brought your monkey ass back into this neighborhood. Nobody said that you had to come back in here. You chose to do that, thinking that you was about to flex with your new little young thing. And look, it's backfiring every which way you turn. And her life is really, she thought she didn't have ish before. Her life is really turning into a living hell. And we see that by the next episode where at the country club, Haley was getting ignored by the staff and everything. And it's just like, girl, what did you expect? Like, these are the Duprees, as we know, very prestigious family within the area. Like, they heard that you did some snake and you really thought you were going to come down here. Like, in a realistic situation, y'all, Haley wouldn't be able to even she shouldn't even want to show her face around there. You thinking that everything was going to be kumbaya, like, girl, no ma'am. What world do you live in? The land of delusion? Clearly. Just crazy. I knew that Kat was going to have something to say about Eva wearing her dress to the gala. She instantly clocked that. And I'm going to need that. I'm going to need us to pick up the pace on that too. Although I don't like to see the girls fighting. I really don't, y'all. I'm going to need what needs to happen between Eva and Kat to happen expeditiously, because Kat is steady trying to say that Eva wants her life, etc. And I mean, at this point, who knows? Maybe that might be true. That might very well be true. But the tension between them two is just building up to the point that I could see them having a cat fight. No pun intended. I feel like that's what's going to go down. I'm also going to need Chelsea to tell her mother that she don't want to model anymore, because now she's going to be wearing this first lady's dress that she got, that Danny was able to secure from the Smithsonian. She's going to be featured in Ebony's going to be covering the event, the fashion show and everything like that. She just needs to tell her mother once and for all. And I feel like the reason why she's trying to safeguard her feelings and not burst her bubble and stuff like that. But it's like, girl, if you only knew your mom is a closet drunk right now, going through it, and I really don't think that she could sink any lower than this. So honestly, I feel like honesty is always the best policy anyway. She just needs to go ahead and tell her mother, period. Kaylee. Haley, Tomas meets Kat for their date, but Kat refuses to introduce him to her family yet. Chelsea interrupts to tell Kat she no longer wants to model. I already talked about that. How do you guys feel about the Kat and Tomas of it all? I think I told you guys a little bit about how I felt about last week. I'm still not moved by what's going on between them up until this point. And we also seen him and Eva, like there's like some sparks, some flirtation going on between them. So I don't know. I'm just not, I'm not convinced by him at all. Seems like he's going to get her caught up, I feel like. Even though Kat has her ways about her as well. I don't know. At Orphe Jeans, Naomi meets women from her father's law firm who want her to represent them in a sexual harassment. In a case against Mike. Naomi refuses at first, but considers it after learning Bill enabled Mike's behavior. Yeah, Mike seems gross, and this is something I definitely didn't see coming. Naomi potentially having to go head to head with her father in the courtroom about based on this SH case. Like, girl, that's one I definitely didn't see coming. That's gonna be good. I feel like that's gonna be a really good episode / situation. She's like not wanting to do it at first, but it still poses a great opportunity for her at the same time. And just it's good to see that her and Jacob are on somewhat of better terms. And you know who else seems to be getting along better too? Marcel and Jacob as well. They were like staking out, trying to figure out what's going on with this operation that they're looking into. They spot Joey Armstrong, right? That's the loan shark guy, right? Yeah, that's the loan shark dude. So mobster, whatever you want to call him, they're trying to figure out what he's got going on. And I'm just like, I feel like somehow, what's his face? What is Doug? Yeah, I feel like Doug is somehow going to get caught up in this or wind up taking the fall for this or something. Like we already said earlier on that in earlier episodes, he was in over his head and he's getting involved in stuff that he has no business getting involved in. But he's just too simple-minded to break away from that bad habit. It's not going to end well at all. I feel like he's going to get caught up in it. And in episode 18, Bill comforts Haley after her frustration over social isolation at the country club incident. He surprises her with dinner, Italian music, and earrings from their honeymoon, inspiring her to fight for their marriage. Because she was like, you know, should we even be doing this? Like, she was ready to throw in the towel, and I was like, girl, yeah, you should have never got married to him in the first place. You better get an annulment real quick, because it's not going to change for you. It's really not. And you're social isolation, you probably going to start feeling isolated at home and everywhere else in between, because she got that one friend, that one homegirl from what we saw, right? Yeah. And that wasn't she wasn't one that is going to be suing, or she wasn't one of the people that met with Naomi, was she? Haley's homegirl. Did she also work at the law firm? I don't remember. But she got that one girl, and outside of that, she only has Bill. And we all know that relationships of which that the two individuals are their only friends and stuff like that, we know that those things never work. So, girl, you might as well throw in the towel. It's not going to fare differently. Bill ain't trying to move. So it's just about to be your new normal. It's about to be your new life for the next however many years. Sorry. I wonder if they're going to have more kids. Well, I wonder if he's going to have more kids. I wonder if she wants kids. Weird and gross. Ashley's boyfriend, Derek, surprised her with his Firehouse's lasagna, but is later called away to a fire, even though he's supposed to be recovering or whatever. Ashley confides in her mother, Jan, about Andre's attempted kiss. Jan reassures her, though she notices Ashley lingering over Andre's photos. I already told you guys what I feel like is going to transpire between them two. Don't even need to repeat that. Andre finds Danny unconscious from drinking and helps her recover. Danny promises to cut back on alcohol, and though tempted, later pours her remaining liquor down the sink. Girl, yes, you better not succumb to that, because you already have enough things going on, and turning to the bottle is never the right choice. Trust me. At the Thomas household, Leslie advises Eva to avoid Tomas to prevent angering Kat. Leslie plots to sabotage Ted and Nicole's marriage by urging Eva to propose a public anniversary celebration. Ooh. I feel so bad for Nicole. I really do. Because as we see it currently, she doesn't deserve any of this. this just goes to show y'all what happens when you decide to step out of your marriage, how it can really turn ugly. And not only you hurting that person, you're hurting a whole bunch of people, and it can continue to wreak havoc in your life. Don't step outside your marriage, y'all, and your relationships. Don't do it. Don't do it. Andre tells Nicole that Danny seems lonely. Later, Eva plants the anniversary party idea with Ted and Nicole, which Ted supports. Eva reports her success to Leslie, who vows to bring the fireworks. Girl, that lady is on a mission, and I don't see her letting her foot off the gas anytime soon, y'all. And we keep seeing Eva having these ethical dilemmas, and her questioning whether or not she wants to stay loyal to her mom, or whether because she obviously likes the Duprees, whatever. She obviously likes them. She's making me a little nervous now, though, because I thought for a minute she was going to do the right thing, but now she is seeming like she's going to be coordinating this party that's going to blow up in their faces. I don't know. I am looking forward to episode 19 and so on and so forth, though, y'all. Again, it sucked that we didn't have a full week's worth of episodes because of March Madness and everything, but I am looking forward to picking up the pace and getting some answers to some of these questions and et cetera, et cetera. The only other thing I have to bring up is the fact that apparently Ted, according to Deadline, is going to be getting recast. So I'm like, dang, that's really soon. I wonder what happened with that. I liked him, though. I liked looking at him, too. That sucks, but I just caught wind of that, so just wanted to share. Nonetheless, y'all, that's all I really have to say about these episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of the things, y'all. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.